Hey, in case you missed seeing her, Michelle is back from her sabbatical, and she was welcomed back very well, I might say. You know, I included some pictures in my email that's attached to this video that shows that she is loved and was missed by our next-gen kids who showered her with notes, and by our staff who decorated her office and got her a welcome back cookie cake. Although we also got her that because we like to eat cookies and cake. But listen, there's also a note from Michelle in my email. I hope you'll take a moment to read that as well. This past Wednesday, we had a conversation that begins to answer the question, what happens when the culture we live in and the kingdom we belong to collide? What happens, like when the values around us and the truth that we hold near and dear not only don't align, they run contrary to each other. Now, we know the church is to influence the culture, but I'm assuming we've also recognized that our culture is trying to influence the church. So, what do we do when that happens? Much like Paul needed the church in Corinth to know what God says and how we respond appropriately, we need to know that too. Our 1 Corinthians series prompted us to engage in a couple of conversations as we work to reflect the kingdom. So, this past Wednesday, we looked at what a godly response to the questions, confusion, issue of gender identity, what that should look like. If you haven't yet, I hope that you'll register to join us this coming Wednesday, October 11th, to look at how culture is trying to impact the church by understanding what critical race theory is, where it comes from, and what the bottom line of it is, and how to respond in a way that reflects Jesus and his kingship in our lives. So, all right, this weekend, listen, what do you think about when you hear the word freedom? Maybe you think about soldiers. Maybe you think about our country. Maybe you think about the right to do whatever you want to do. You know, freedom is one of those words that we love because, well, it largely benefits us. But what happens when my freedom becomes a stumbling block for you, or your freedom becomes a stumbling block for me? How can we set aside our freedom so that others might grow? This coming weekend, Eric is going to help us uncover what it means to set aside our freedom so we can experience what true freedom in Christ brings. And this is just a reminder, but each week we offer a Bible reading plan. It is designed to complement, coordinate what we've read with what we're talking about on Sunday mornings. The purpose is to equip you to engage the Bible at least 4 times a week. So this week we continue a 14-day reading plan called 1 Corinthians Part 3. It's a verse-by-verse guide through chapters 7 through 9. So if you missed starting with us last week, because this is a 14-day reading plan that we're reading over 3 weeks, you can catch up, or you can begin with day 8 and read each day to finish by next weekend. Hey, this weekend, whether you're gathering with us online or gathering with us here on campus, I'm looking forward to seeing you.